let's say, let's call it leaving a city after causing some incidents that were gonna happen, maybe. You immediately bailed, making sure that everyone else could take care of the situation at hand. Thankfully enough, you left people there that could take care of the situation. What had transpired not that long ago was all of you making sure that the bad guys didn't hold, well, a city hostage. And that's honestly a good thing. Making sure that the bad guys don't, hold on to a mass populace. Very, very useful. But nevertheless, you also took down their magical control as well as keeping them in place with a weather locking spell. So, very good on all ends there. However, you still kind of just attack people. So, rather than to explain things, you decided to leave. Unfortunately, that also meant letting go of, well, people you have met and been with for quite a bit. Who knows if you'll see them again, but you might see them again. I'm not saying no. But we're gonna go back, not on actual map. While you're I don't know if I had the map set up yet. But while you're running away, you do eventually remember. Oh yeah, Grok is supposed to wait or meet us up at that town. So you roundabout go back. I'm just gonna move you there. It's fine. I think I moved all your tokens to GM layer anyways. Roundabout situation back to this place. Thankfully enough, no one has died or no one has been killed off. You return more or less to the front entrance, but without too much of an issue. Being here, you do see and do notice that the city itself is repairing, making sure everything's a-okay. It has gotten more guards in the meantime due to, well, people breaking in as well as people attacking inside. So it's going to be a little harder, to break your way in there. You also remembered you had horses here?
We're at the top of the map also.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You can just ignore the top of the map.
Okay.
But you remember that you had horses here, so the guy you paid to watch those horses for one day is relatively miffed. Vera gives him the rest of the cash duly owed.
Hey, Dogma, am I still wanted?
Yes. Maybe even more because, someone just broke the law in the city. And, well...
Am I Grok right now?
We can say you're not in front of any guards unless you decide to be.
Okay, yeah, we're not in front. I'm being inconspicuous, yes.
Okay. That's all you needed to say. But, while venturing forward, you do see someone just come out of a small little shed. Honestly, I'm not going to mince words. It's not exactly a nicest place to be. In fact, it's one of the sheds, shackles, whatever you want to call them, that are placed here due to various reasons of people not allowed to go into the city, due to either not having work permits or the like, or not having anyone call for them. So, eventually, you guys do see this man just step out, and for the life of me, I cannot find his bloody token. You see Grok, although I don't see him actually, just coming out of the area and then looks towards you after finishing up something in there. And he states, "Oh, bloody hell! Did you just get here?"
What? No, we've been through the whole town already. What are you talking about?
All right. Sure.
Hey, we got some places to go, man. You better catch up. We'll pick you up on the speed. Do you have anything to do here, or?
No. In fact, I was supposed to be here waiting for you guys.
Oh,
but it's been days.
Yes, we couldn't really well gotten out. Let's get going, and then we'll catch you up.
Yeah, we kind of really don't want to stick around here very often. We're kind of like...
Don't say anything, Nikolai.
Okay, continue.
All right.
We do have a long journey to get there.
Eventually, you double back to where you were beforehand, and sure enough, without too much of an issue, you do return to the place before everything truly went awry. And I'm just going to choose a map. Hopefully he's there. Because I cannot find his digital character sheet.
It was the last time that we saw him was at the inn, I think, at Mighty.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
there he
that's where the last time that we saw him.
I found this token. With any luck, it is attached to his character sheet.
Is he a fighter? No, he's a paladin. Oh,
He's a
yeah.
paladin.
But
He stood behind to help Serrano out.
however, returning back with him,
The boy.
now back in tow, with horses as well, but horses not depicted. You're currently walking through the area, making sure to pick up your horses, because honestly, the main reason why I went back is you had horses, you paid for them, Dust paid for them, so if you don't return them, you're kind of in trouble. So,
As we're walking back, is it Grok? You got a good name for yourself now. You better know when you go back into that town, people will see you and they'll be like, "Whoa, that's Grok." Yeah.
okay. Why? I haven't been allowed to get into that town. I've been there for about 3 days.
Well, you'll learn. It's okay. It's okay.
All right. Hesitantly, but also worried. But the things happened that happened beforehand. While walking in this road, you took a long rest, making sure that everything was recovered. A random woman by the lake just notices people walking by. She then looks into the sky and begins to go and just state, "Oh, it's that late already? Shit!" Runs over towards her stall and then immediately looks towards everyone and then states, "Oh, travelers, welcome. What do I owe the pleasure to this stay?" That's
Is this your? Do you know this person or I don't think I've seen this one before.
No.
Oh, or Ada. Did you know? I don't know about Grok, but Ada might. Ada, you're muted, by the way.
Crap, sorry, what was that?
I was wondering if you knew this lady, this shopkeep.
Can
stall.
I make an inside check and see if I know this person?
Sure.
Alright. Oh, it didn't. There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
this is already started bad tonight. All right.
Based on the information you have, it might be a long lost best friend. She is relatively nicely dressed, although it's very stained. But other than that, I don't know. Could be a long lost best friend. That being said, though, the way she phrased things, it just seemed like a merchant just talking with people. She does seem to have like a wizard hat, a very weird stall, like in the middle of the street. The street here does fork to the north and south. So other than that weird placement, it's relatively fine. But you can tell that based off the map or the information you have, to the north would be the school, or not school, library where people learn and study up. And to the south would be where Isle is. It's still a couple days journey either way.
Oh.
But that is the current fork you face.
Wait, quick question. Which path leads to which?
I'm just gonna.
If we follow the path that's going up to the up, that'll lead to the library.
And then the
If
other
we
one
take
out
the
of
one
it.
that's leading
Nice.
down, that'll take us to the capital.
Oh, okay.
Isle.
Yeah, I should have used something other than orange. Let's go with an
I can
annoying
see it,
green.
but-
It'll work.
Annoying green looks better.
I mean, puke green?
Do
Uh,
we
it
have
does-
enough?
Sorry.
Do we have enough food? Are we stocked up on everything, or are we good?
You still have like 10 rations in the horse stall.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we should be good for a couple more days. So
Yeah.
for a number of more days. So
Yeah, I have no idea who this person is.
Being the person type of person, I'll walk up and be like, what did she say at the very end? Sorry.
Oh, she said, travelers, greetings. To what do I owe to you today? Or something around that line.
Oh, we're just traveling. How about yourself? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna have to roll for her. Was meditating in an area to make sure I had full control of my magic today.
Were you really meditating?
I wasn't necessarily meaning that. I was meaning right here.
Yes.
I like your tone. What's your gig? Do you have like a thing going on? Do you sell like fun things or what's going on? What's your thing that you do?
Oh, as your friend mentioned, what I do here is, I think that's what he was indicating. I am a shopkeep. I was formerly trained underneath. I should just physically roll this at this point. I'm getting dice out. Okay. I was formerly trained underneath Grimshart Errolfell, a very wise elven wizard. Very good. His natural-born skills of a elder dragon and a fey mother, very highly skilled, and through his knowledge, gave me all the skills I have today. And with those skills, I can sell you some things that I have crafted and created through ages and weeks of study.
Wait, ages or weeks?
She just nods.
So you're a wizard?
Yes! By the way, if I ever pause here and there, I am rolling things.
Okay. Do you have? Is this your home, or is this the whole place that you live?
This is my shop. Somewhere else is my home.
I'm gonna do a straight up insight. 22.
How did you get?
Nice, very good.
Oh, 19.
Oh, very good. Very hard to do. Does from what you can tell, this woman, she does seem young, rather around the age of maybe 22. Does seem to be telling the truth to an extent. You can tell from time to time she is trying to not dissuade you from purchasing things, because that's what she's all about. But from what you can tell, she is lying through just about every other step of this conversation. This is her shop, that's true. But like her home isn't like somewhere else. She's like sleeping by the lake. Her teacher, according to her, was a sorcerer, so the sorcerer can't teach her magic, so that's not even possible. For one thing.
Yeah, I was catching that part. I was just like, huh?
I think we're on topic 3 now. Topic 3, she said yes when you said, so you're a wizard. Sure. Basically agreeing to you, so you're not sure if that's true. Ages and weeks implies she had some study, but clearly did not finish. And she does have stuff for you to buy.
And she mentioned that she was trying to keep her magic under control as it goes a little wild. Wizard would not be that way. That's a sorcerer.
That's a sorcerer.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like
Anna just has a bad feeling she's gonna be scammed.
Potentially, honestly. It seems that way. But she does state, oh, my apologies. I am known as Varal. No, because that's another V name, and we already have a V here.
Do like an O name. A name that starts with an O.
My name is Opal. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
I should really look at my other NPCs and see how many of them have L and V names. But yeah, she goes, my name is Opal. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Now then, can I interest you in either directions, wares, tinkering shops, magical potions, perhaps some books of study and learning? Would you perhaps be looking, looks towards Dust, to a new location, a new continent, a new way of finding and discovering magical arcane knowledge? Looks towards Nikolai. Or perhaps looking to see beyond yourself, or seeing just how fair your magical influence can go. Maybe with the ladies or men. Who's to say?
I'm gonna lean in real close. How many times did you practice that speech?
Not at all.
Ah, good to know. So you got anything good, magical, fun, exciting things?
Oh yes, but I wasn't done with my sales pitch. Looks towards Ada. Or you. I don't really know. I like your outfit. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Now then, goes back to shopkeep mode. Yes, nice things or fun things. Looks down around her and she picks up like 3 pouches that have red, blue, and yellow on it. These are primary potions. You'll have to put them on your skin, and each and every day you can choose and change the color of your aura from red to blue to yellow. Do not mix them, or else you get arcane corruption.
What is an aura?
It's the very nature of how the magical weave around us influences us. Sometimes you can see it in like magical items when they like spark with electricity or like shoot out flames.
Oh, you mean like this? And then Nikolai throws a. Oh, I would love to just show off right now. I'll throw an ice knife over at a tree.
All right.
And then basically I don't know if it would stick into a tree, but it explodes over here, and then you see like cold wisp like fly up in front of like around Nikolai as his new ability that he has acquired.
Cool. For some reason the effects won't work. Well, they work small.
There we go.
Yeah.
A nice knife just shatters into the area and like bursts immediately, cascading around Nikolai and presenting the blue aura. Yes, much like that. Oh, I rather like that tree. Yes, much like that. Do not mix them. But if you
Okay.
want more practical skills, I do have some health potions here. She shows you them, and much like you know how health potions look, they're usually red with a nice tincture color of alchemy. You look at them, and these are green vials. Yes, these will be harvested from the goodberry plant. Do not drink them completely, or else you might get indigestion.
So
Interesting.
this good berry, I've heard that it comes from a spell. It's only good for a day. There's an actual plant?
Yes, in fact. You do need to have some berries already with you, and then plant them like normal plants.
I'm gonna do another insight on that.
Go for
I'm gonna follow up with an insight also.
It's the fact that it's a good berry plant. I'm just sitting there just like, no.
Yeah, that's fair. You literally have Vol there, who is a druid. So, based on the information you have, Kyle, Dust and Nikolai, she's making this up. Naturally, they aren't really naturally grown unless you go into the Feywild or something of that nature. Either that or a druid has to create them with other types of berries and like basically bring life into them. The potions likely do have some type of effect on them, and one of the ingredients might be a good berry, but she didn't get, a good berry plant and create these potions. They still are potions. You believe that to be true, but it does seem like she's using information that if you're not, familiar with these kinds of things, would fall for it.
Yes. Well, you have some interesting items, I would say. Would you have any jewelry, gems, or precious metals, perchance? Or maybe some interesting, most valuable magical items, possibly.
Oh, you want my most magical or my most valued magical item?
Well, I mean the latter, but I mean and prior, if any.
Very well. She then shows you a spoon. This will be able to feed you and about 5 others unlimitedly. Forever! It looks like a spoon to you. Silver, metallic in nature. And it's also metallic.
How much?
5,000 gold. It's limited
well,
food.
It's been
Feeding
really good.
forever.
I liked talking to you. So the ill is or ill is
Isle.
south, right?
Isle.
Yeah, I can't say it. It's south, right?
If you'd like to know, I can tell you. For a price.
Okay. Well, Nikolai just starts walking.
I'm pretty sure you guys have a map too, so honestly.
He's not walking out of earshot, but he's just walking like he doesn't want to talk to her
yeah,
anymore.
like moving yourself out of the conversation. Yeah, I get it.
It is gonna ask Opal, can I have some information? I don't want to buy anything, no offense, but can I have information?
Or persuasion.
Sorry, if I'm gonna have a bad roll night. Well, I don't even have good persuasion. Yep.
5's not
Okay.
bad. Looking towards you, she does state, You can ask the question, but it depends on the answer.
Oh, can I wait? No, I can't do that to her. Never mind. I can't give her advantage.
Do you know any high clerics or high mages around?
This would affect her. Immediately, you see the whole happy, cheerful, fake facade, breaks down for a quick second. And, Ada, what's your passive perception? And Dust, what's yours?
She's got high passive perception
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, my passive perception is only 10, so I probably would not catch what she's doing, but I could probably hear what
Mine's 11, so but yeah.
what Ada was saying.
It's 18.
Oh, yeah. You see the facade kind of break and shatter for a quick second, and she looks, have you ever caught a kid, go, okay, Timmy, where'd you put my wallet? They look towards the area they put it. She looks to the north, and then comes back to you without realizing she did that little tick. Ada, and she goes back with the facade. It comes back for a quick second, and then she goes, and why would you want to know that?
I have a little mission I need to finish. Or at least talk about.
I see. Tell you what, I will tell you where they are and someone of value to you if you get me something from that area.
What do you need?
I need one of their golden apples.
Can I ask why?
They won't give it to me. Otherwise.
Why won't they give it to you?
They think I am a bad person.
Is that really the reason? Could I roll an insight check?
Go for it.
Nikolai shouts from the distance. You don't seem like the most sociable person.
God dang it.
12's actually pretty good. From what you can tell, the way she sees it, the way she sees it, but it clearly something else is going on there. The way she's viewing it, they don't consider her someone of interest or someone that should be there. And to her mind, it does seem like, oh, You don't fit our mold. Get out of here.
Hmm.
Alright.
Now, you can figure that out entirely, or you can just lie to her. It's entirely up to you.
Kind of at this point, I'll put my hand on Ada's shoulder. If worst comes to worst, we can talk with my master if need be. She is a very powerful wizard.
That's not going to help in this situation, but thank you.
Well, you did say mage, and
Yeah,
so
sure. Yeah.
I just thought I would let you
Yeah,
out.
no. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I'll think about getting the golden apple and heading over there.
All right, then. I will consider that a maybe. And then, Ada, you can totally hear this. Dust, Nikolai, you can. Under her breath, she does state, and then maybe I might get something done. Sure. So, you want to go to the north, following along this path. It'll take you a day and a half to get there, but you'll eventually get there. Depending on what you want to study or who you want to see, can I get at least some varying subject?
No.
Okay, then. You want to then speak with the keeper of the library, which would be the first person you see inside, and then you can ask them, hey, where can I research, or hey, who can I talk about this thing?
All right. Thank you.
His name is quite literally the keeper. I don't know if it's a family name.
It might be a good idea to go up to the library and at least get some knowledge.
As Nikolai walks back. Oh, Opal, that's your name?
Yes? As if you didn't hear it before.
So it's your name, right? Or they're not?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was making sure. I don't know if I heard it right. Okay. Do you have any, like, preserved things from humans or, like, preserved things of animals by chance, or where I could find them?
I do have preservatives of some human body parts and some animal parts. I do have a preserved eye. She holds up a pickle jar. A preserved head shows a head of a rat skull. A preserved octopus shows you a stuffed octopus. What kind of thing are you trying to look for?
Well, the head seems interesting, and the octopus seems interesting. How much for both of those?
Oh, you want squishy and ratty. About 50 gold apiece.
Let's say, hold on a second. Let me. I'm gonna check make sure that's for the spell components.
Most people use these kind of things for foci, for their spells and stuff. Or if you're some type of, I don't know, warlock,
How much?
you pick it up and then shoot people with it.
So, okay, out of game dogma. It says body part, so that can be ambiguous on it doesn't have to be a human body part. It can be any body part.
Yeah, it can be the bone of a rat or the tail of, I don't know. But yeah, it's
okay.
Less ambiguous.
Okay, yeah, I'll trade 50 gold for the rat head.
All right. Exchanges you the rat head and you give her 50 gold. When she takes the money, you can tell that the gold coins. Oh wait, damn it. Sorry. She picks up the gold coins. She opens up her bag and inside looks like a vortex of shadow and looks like a tornado. And then she puts the gold coins inside and closes it.
Gotcha. Well, thank you.
Uh-huh. So, anything else? Oh, also, the most magical thing I had, not the most valuable thing I have, is my hat.
Just the hat?
Just my hat. The rope does nothing. It just looks great on me.
I attempt to Nikolai attempts to snatch her hat from her head.
All right. Do you usually try to grab it?
Yeah, just as for fun.
All right. Unfortunately, she's not a fighter, so she has no modifier. Nikolai, go ahead and roll. It's a contested roll, but I'm gonna set the DC at 10 since she's not a fighter. Go ahead and roll acrobatics if you want to like use speed or if you want to use strength and believe she's gonna fight back or at least grab onto the hat afterwards. Athletics.
Oh, athletics or acrobatics?
One or the other, depending on what you attempt to do.
Oh my gosh! You're freaking kidding me. I think that deserves it. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. You quickly go for the hat and realize that the way your hand is angled, it might grab some of her hair. And you're trying to be funny. You're not trying to be a jerk. So immediately you switch over and move northwards with your hand and grab the hat and flip it off. Immediately you feel a sense of pain, anguish, fear, exhaustion, all coming over you. And it just hits you with a overflowing motion of emotion, and you just hit the ground. You are now considered 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Where is exhaustion on my character sheet?
I don't believe it has it. You just have to remember.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like an exhaustion.
There might be. It depends
That
on
would have been cool if there was.
It might.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say. It depends on the. It might depend on the character sheet we're using.
Okay. Does that half my speed?
2 points of exhaustion. Basically, your skills are flattened down. I think 3 halves your speed, but it's not good. I would not recommend going into a fight like this.
No, it's not.
Looking down, she states, "Can I have that back?"
What did you do to him?
He stole my. What did I do to him? He stole my hat.
Yeah, but what did your hat do to him?
No, I said it was the strongest thing I had.
Well, you didn't explain what it was.
Can I? Nikolai, as I'm holding it, he's gonna like. What? Can I? What? I'm gonna look at the hat and see what I can figure out about it.
Roll Arcana.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, technically.
Let me make sure that's how that works. Exhaustion, disadvantage on ability checks. Yep.
Yeah. And the second one is speed halved, so yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Arcana. Boom. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
This thing is super not magical. Either that, it's so heavy that your brain just couldn't take it.
Did I cast?
I will throw it back to her and I'm just gonna sit on the ground.
Okay. You throw it at her, you sit on the ground, she grabs onto it. Detecting magic. Ada, you can detect a whole bunch of magic on this hat. You detect enchantment, transmutation, and there's illusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the hat is magical. It was the hat that quite literally did this to Nikolai. You can ask her what happened. But quite literally...
Yeah, what did happen?
Oh! Well, for one, the hat allows me to be pushed through and beyond my limits. Like, if you have to, do a whole bunch of study sessions late at night, or have to go off on an adventure like most people do, I can use the hat to hold 3 points of exhaustion. Well, the one that affected your friend there, 3 points of exhaustion before it actually hits me. Or it can be transferred to someone else. Luckily enough, I only didn't sleep for 2 days, so your friend only got hit for 2.
Well, that's great. That's good to know.
Well, thanks for letting me know. I was just trying to be funny, but cool. As Nikolai just sits on the ground, is trying to stand and be normal, but he's just super tired.
Yeah, you're able to stand, but man, are your muscles tense? Awful to state. The hat does other things too, but I'm not selling you my hat, and please don't try to steal it again.
wasn't trying to steal it. I was just trying to see what it did.
You can ask. I mean, you'd have to pay for it, but you can ask. But yeah, Northward Library. People study and are taught things there and ask questions things there, and sometimes are thrown out from there. It depends on who you are.
Ada, where do you want to go?
Would it be alright if we go to the library? Or should we just head straight to... Is it Isle? Ill?
It's Isle. Unfortunately, capital I and apparently L all look the same.
Yeah.
Put an S in there.
Isles.
No, ISLL.
ISLE.
Isles.
Oh.
Oh,
Isle. Because Isle is spelled like the actual word is spelled ISLE. It's really weird.
SLE.
Ow.
But that's how Isle is spelled. It's a really weird spelling. But
Just a weird word.
Okay.
well, it's a connotation of island, so
Well, thank you, Opal. It was a pleasure, and I suppose it was informative, but
It was.
off we go, I suppose.
If you like, I can go with you guys if you want. I obviously don't know anyone there. It is entirely up to you.
I think we'll be good. I know.
Okay.
Run.
I have a few connections that could actually potentially get us a lot of backing up at the library, potentially.
Okay, if that's what you think. But a lot of people are more self-righteous than you know. Even if you have connections.
This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna roll an insight to see if she really wants to join us.
It's up to you. Oh, right. Ada, you also detect magic here. It is enchantment based. On the ground. Like, quite literally on the ground right here.
Oh.
19.
No, that's an 18.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
a,
that's a 10.
an
I have
18?
disadvantage.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's a 10. I have
skill.
disadvantage.
Hard to tell. She might just want to go there and see, like, if you guys don't get the apple, she will. Or maybe she wants to help you and, you know, she's doing good. It's hard to tell.
You should let her join. She seems like a fine person,
Well, I
right?
think you need to lie down.
What do you what? No.
Grok does state, I mean, no offense to you, Miss Opal. None taken, but a little bit taken. We don't really know you, so I honestly suggest not taking her. Vol does state, I mean, we didn't know each other for some time, so we can learn. And Vera does state, I would prefer less people, but I'll leave it up to you.
Okay, how about we flip a coin?
Does anyone have a coin?
I have some gold pieces and some copper pieces and some silver pieces.
Nicola, you need to sit down.
You can honestly just say yes and no. It's entirely up to you guys.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, but we gotta get going.
Okay. You've been warned.
Thank you.
See, that doesn't sound ominous at all. It's like she's like begging us to bring her. What are you talking about? As Nikolai and we like being dragged away.
A day and a half later.
Oh, look
You
at
didn't
that!
know.
I can remove
nice.
one. Wait, is that one exhaustion gone?
A day is one exhaustion, yes.
Okay, I still have disadvantage.
On skills. Thankfully not in combat just yet.
Yeah.
Unless you do acrobatic stuff on combat.
Mhm.
Man, I forgot if I flip everything, it flips you guys horizontally.
That's not that bad. You just click on it and you
No.
rotate it.
It only flipped the NPCs.
And the horse.
And the horse.
Yeah, and the horses.
But eventually coming towards this area, you do see an entranceway towards the library itself. It's a nice arched chambered area with a wall built like arches. Itself is not impenetrable, but it is a little out of place. To the left of it, you can tell that there is a water well system there with nice, fine, from what looks to be jade stone, or generally jade is.
Jade stone?
I forget what
Or
jade
jade-
actually is.
Jade is a
Isn't
stone.
it like? I was gonna say it's the similar emerald, but I don't know my stones.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah, jade is a stone. It's similar to like a gemstone,
It's yeah.
But
but
yeah,
it can be green, red, or white.
you see jade stone fountain. Like that itself is expensive, and just to have it as a fountain is a little, I don't know, a little too much.
I like this idea. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send a message to Dust and say, we can use this jade for the fabrication.
I think Dust left for a second here.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
no,
he did.
No, I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
And when I say be right back, it's more of I'm not at my keyboard,
Mm.
so I can still hear what's going on.
So I sent that message to you, by the way.
Yeah, but there would be a lot of ramifications. But jade would work if we were to get some.
Man. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So, well, let's move forward.
We'll come back to it, okay? I mean, I don't
Is
want to
there-
cause any issues, but I don't want to. I mean, we're kind of running low on our currency.
The horses are parked by the tree next to the well. Tied down, put food down, so they'll be good
Oh.
for a day.
I'm gonna go. Nikolai is gonna walk over and he's gonna pet this horse. And his name is Sebastian. And he's gonna pet him, and then he's gonna go back. Oh, he'll give him like a piece of, I don't know, like a I don't know if he has anything on him. I think I have some rations. Probably like a salty piece of something, or like a piece of meat, or like a something, and then go back.
Yeah.
And then
You do have some preservatives carried into your own rations. You come over towards Sebastian, give him some food, and then head back over there. If you guys do have rations, mark 1 day, and tentatively today as well. So 2 rations down. If you don't have any, then then I will mark 2 rations down from the card itself, because it's currently carrying 10.
Gotcha. It says I have 1 ration. I don't know if I had 1 or if I had multiple.
I had 10. Okay.
I'll just.
I haven't been really keeping track of my rations.
Not
It's more
that
of
long.
Dust would, whenever he would get a chance, he would purchase stuff for
Yeah.
ration.
Yeah, I think we quite literally went, like, the first time you got into the other city, you went out of your way to, like, buy, things you would need. So rations would be among them. So I'm going to say
Yeah.
everyone has 10 rations.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right,
Cool.
all right.
Yeah. In that little merchant town that was over the river, we did purchase some rations there. So it was just we weren't able to purchase rations in quota.
That is true. You had a lot of things to do.
So I could very well see from this point on, we kind of do a ration count.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So everyone's at currently 8 due to a day and a half travel. But coming over, you do see guards standing in the way. Well, not standing in the way, but they are there. The male guard looks toward the female guard. That face you can see, and he's just honestly just having a small conversation when he looks towards you. The last bit of conversation you do hear is the male just stating, and I'm just saying, she looked at me. I had a thing with her. And the female guard just states, "Look, I get it. She was your teacher, dude. Guard school, guard college, whatever you want to call it. You just don't ask your teacher out for a drink. I don't know, it could have worked. And then the blonde guard looks towards you coming over and like cuts off his sentence before he says anything else, and then looks towards all of you. Oh, good evening. Welcome to the Grand Library. Is there something you need, citizens?
You sound like you wanted to go on a date, but I mean, that's none of my business. No, sorry, we're here to see the library.
That's very good. The female guard then states, do you have someone you are speaking with, or are you just visiting?
I would say a surprise visit.
Very well then. You'll have to see the keeper themselves and let them know what you're trying to learn, and then they will decide on what to do next. Please step forwards. They step to the left and right outside and allow you in.
Okay.
Let's
We go in.
All right. I think I have everyone there, except maybe Grok, Vol, and Vera. I could be wrong. I made the map a while ago.
I would think that Vera would stick around
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
horses.
That tracks.
I mean, that sounds reasonable. She doesn't really like people, so I don't think she would go in a city. I mean, there's. It looks like there's a lot of plants here, but I mean, depends on what her mood is.
Like, I was quite amazed she went into quota with us.
Well, she was gone for an entire mission once, and Grok was gone for an entire mission once. So,
Yeah.
use sparingly.
It's a doppelganger.
I thought I got rid of them. All right, let's get rid of second Vol. All right, entering into the area, you can tell that this place is massive. More than a library, bit of a mansion. You can tell that there's another fountain made out of, honestly, onyx stone. Onyx stone is black jade stone without too much of an issue, but it looks as if... I should rate this. The stone itself has no imperfections whatsoever, which is a little daunting and surprising, and not at all rare. But again, a little bit much just for a library. Looking around you, you can tell that there's various plants, creatures about that are not native to the area. You do see 2 guards in front of the doorway and multiple guards in the perimeter, as if, guarding this place. As guards tend to do.
Interesting.
As you arrive toward the front entrance, Nikolai peer through the window. Nope, that doesn't have a window.
That's not a window. Oh,
Well,
darn it. Yeah.
But looking towards the wall, the 2 guards do look towards all of you. And the left guard simply states, welcome and salutations, sir. What do we owe pleasure? Oh, no, let me guess. Studying arcane.
Potentially for some of us, but more for gathering information about current predicaments that we are in.
What is not current predicaments, if not making sure you are learned with the arcane? And the right guard simply states, you can forgive him if you want, he's kind of into magic right now. All I'm saying is, my 3rd cousin is a magician. If I work really hard, I could perhaps become... Oh, yes, quite... You can. He states.
I mean, I'm a magician.
You walk in without an issue. Honestly, he was just... he found people he could speak with, and when he said, can we walk in? He just does his job.
Are you bored?
Honestly,
he never says yes or no. But you enter inside. I think I have you guys locked out of any orders, so I think I have to drag you in.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, roll 20 on my end is very, very slow.
Ooh.
Magic? Ooh.
Entering inside, you do see the keeper with various people already in line. Looking towards you, technically looking towards you and taking note of you. The keeper does nod, as if, new people waiting in line. And the keeper simply states towards the tiefling man, "All right then. You want to go and see astrological phenomenon, correct?" Yeah. I don't know why you're revisiting this topic, but sure. Keeper then states, "That'd be to the left. Go up north, find the door. Should be there just behind." All right then. Thank you. Heads toward that direction. Next in line, comes forward, and she just, yes, I'd like to look into artifacts of the past as well as information on anything biological. Ah, you're a botanist then, or perhaps an archaeologist. Archaeology, but it's more than the study of, humans. There's more than, one type of humanoid here. No. That's not what I meant or implied. But I really have no other way of talking about this. You want to go north, through that door, points the door to the north, and then go left, past the book. Thank you. Goes the way she was told. And then you guys. Yes! That's the way of saying it. How can I help you?
Well, my companions and I believe we each have our kind of different purposes in which we came here for.
Very well then.
I think we'll go over each one of us what we want.
Sure, we can do that.
Ada, what would you like to do first?
I would like to find a way to enter my own mind. If that's possible.
Psionics. That would be the exploration of one's own will, might, and... left room. Do you have an appointment?
No, I do not.
Oh, well, just let them know. And they might chastise you for a little bit, but other than that, you should be fine.
Alright, thank you.
Next.
Nikolai, do you have anything?
I honestly, I don't really know. I think I found a lot of my information that I was curious about myself and Coda. So, I mean, there is a vast library that I'm interested in, but I'm not sure what I would like to know.
You're quite literally in that library. Either that or you found another. In which case...
Do you have a book on the location that souls go to after dying or after the body is expired?
Religious texts. That'd be in the humanoid section. North section, veering right. Go through that door, points to door, and then go left. Sorry, right.
That was weird. Alrighty, I guess I'll go through this. Do I go? It said straight up.
Yeah, through the north door and then make a right.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll stay with 8. I don't know if this is like. Is it my choice to go by myself or like with her or not?
It's up to you guys. If you split up, I'm not gonna. How should I say this? I'm not gonna be responsible for your safety.
I'm gonna stay with Ada right now because I think I would like to follow her thing right now.
Next.
Well, Grok, do you have anything that you would like to research or learn about?
Grog looks towards the keeper and he does state, do you have anything on healing arts? Yes! Necrotic or blessed? Do you have necrotic? Yes! Right door! Like, right there! Do you have the other one? No! Why not? I don't know. Are you lying to me? Yes, very much so! He doesn't get that many students, so I decided, throw him a bone. I'm good. Vol states, I don't really have anything to study or learn. No, nonsense! Everyone has things to study and learn. I mean, like right now? Makes sense.
And I think I'm the last one.
Yes!
There's a few things that I'm wanting to learn about. First of all, I'm wanting to learn a little bit more about the raids, from the raid that happened in this area, and I'll tell them the area that where my clan was.
History!
Yeah.
That would be north right section. Unless there's something else to it.
Well, it's my clan was the ones that were raided by the elemental planes, group, and so I'm trying to learn more about that.
Then you would want either history or astrology, which would be left, up. What the Tiefling man went.
Okay.
Yes, and the other thing you have, discerning.
Yes. And then in our travels, we came across a little bit of information about the Thundering, that events that are happening right now happened before, and the connections to screams and whispers, and echoes. I'd like to learn potentially more about this. It was ages ago, so most likely probably history, I'm thinking.
Yes!
Unless if you have
right section. Either that, or if you want to learn more about souls and spirits, right door. I don't know what you mean by what's currently going on right now. I don't ever leave this library. But perhaps some other person can help you out. But yes, spirits, phantoms, and things like that. Right door. Historical context. North, right door. Plain information. Left, up.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Keeper.
Yes.
I also have a question about. Do you have any books on devil curses?
Contract spells. That would be. It really depends on what you plan to study. Like, to break them, historical context on them, how to form them.
The latter, or I'm not sure.
Form of them would involve planar information, so that'd be astrological, so left up the door. Historical context, north, right door. How to potentially create them, necromancy door to the right, or self-study left door.
So to break them, you said to the left.
Like, to break them in the sense of understanding them and then potentially destroying them between you and other, that would be astrological. So that'd be left, right, left up door.
Gotcha. Okay.
Out of game because I forgot. I had to go left to right, right?
The information you have would be left, right. A lot of them are left, up. Sorry, left up.
Wait, so left up?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Alright, I'm good. Alright, are we just going our separate ways? Are we?
I don't know what you'll do, but I sleep here, so I will stay here.
Oh,
But yeah, you guys head north. Well, left north. I should really stop talking. Getting more confused. But going through the library, you can know there's some people here currently. There is a high elf, just currently self-studying in the north section. He does look more or less pompous and arrogant, but overall, he does seem to be the person you can speak with when looking for this information. He did mention this section as well for you, Ada, but the main section, I believe, was left up. I could be wrong, but Vol is at left up door.
Ah, you have to go further.
All right. Well, Dust, are you staying here or are you coming?
I think you might be muted, Dust. But either way.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going left up door. So
All right, we're all going then. All right.
I removed the boundary restrictions, so it should be fine.
Ooh. Just as long as we can pass through walls.
I only did that, but then remembered that it was annoying, so I just removed it.
Yeah.
Towards the section that you were told, currently they're having a conversation about astrological phenomenon and how to work with them. And then when he spots you, the more or less have this section look towards you, and then he states, "All right, then students, make way, make way. Make sure others come in through." And then the tiefling that was there beforehand does state, "I'm not a student. In fact, I just came here to ask you a question." "Ah, yes. And what might that be?" All right, I have 2 questions now, but I'm gonna get to that one later. One of the ones I want to know about is there a way to get to the abyss or hell? And why would you want to do that? Personal reasons. Ah, yes. Well, to get there, you would need to go and explore and look for either a natural crafted portal or a unnatural crafted portal. They have the information on where one might be. That would be concerning, but yes, there is one currently available. Can I get the information? Of course! He calls out some weird name, an inferno, and a book just flies over towards him. Picking it up, he then unfurls and he does state, "That would be in the capital of Isle. Currently, they do have a few magicians creating portals to various destinations. Speak with them, and this would be the easiest route to take. There are others, of course, but," he closes the book, "this is your easiest path." Alright, thanks. And the second question. Why does your voice keep changing? I don't know. It seems the DM keeps forgetting his voice. Alright.
You said that he spoke in Infernal, not Abyssal?
Yes, surprisingly.
Okay. I took on the... Dust took on the linguist feat, and I picked up Infernal.
Okay. You just heard him say Harry as if he was calling someone or something over to him.
Oh, okay.
It's weird still, but yeah, he closes the book and then he lets it go, and the book, much like a bird, flies over to the shelves and sinks back into place. But everyone soon follows in after, and then looking towards you, looking towards his 2 students and the one guy visiting, he looks towards the students. "Students, 1 second! Visitors! How can I help you?"
I think we have a number of questions. So I kind of have 2 questions for you.
Good.
So I'm a member of a clan that was attacked in a raid from the elemental plane a number of years ago over in this area. I'm trying to learn more about why it happened and where the vast majority of my clan members went.
Ah! Well, to the latter, I'm afraid I cannot tell you that. But to the former was easily enough deciphered, if you would like that information.
Yes, that would be great.
Very good, then. He calls over another book. He says something in Inferno once more. You already know it, so he just calls out the name Carl, and another book comes over floating towards him. He then grabs onto it and opens it, and in there, there is a passage on elementals. Now then, can you tell me which elemental you have or were accosted by?
That's the thing. I was a very young child, and it seemed like it was a vast majority. It was made up of various jinns and types of jinns and types of elementals, as well as genasi as well.
Ah, that is concerning, but not impossible. Unfortunately, there are various events cosmologically that do occur. Unfortunately, it does seem that your kin were susceptible and, unfortunately, gathered up in something known as. In their language, it's very odd saying. It's primordial. But in the common tongue, it's known as the gathering. What that implies and what that entails, he shows you the book while he's flipping through it, are events known as the gathering in the common tongue. If you know primordial, it's a different way of saying things. But
Oh yeah, I know primordial very well.
very good then. It's a different way of saying it, but this is the closest connotation
Yeah.
phrase you have. But he does state, well, the gathering is a much or less very cruel way of doing things. But the primordials themselves, the genasi, the jinn, and all that are primarily made in one section of area. Many of them have their own planes of existence, but it is believed that there is a cosmological connection between all of them, much like a wheel or a furnace that creates them, and then they themselves singularly divide into water, wind, smoke, and the like. However, they are only able to do so much due to their own connections with each element or each way of diversifying themselves. In order to combat this, or in order to make sure they can have a connection with one another, it is unfortunate but true that a cultural event they partake in is, well, the gathering. It's when they rip open a tear into a new place or a new destination, take people from that place, either to test them, to study them, or to enslave them. Some are given choices, while others are not. It all really depends on the person or a group that, well, did so. According to your information, it does seem that the group you're likely looking for is known as the Hunters. What the Hunters is a primordial group looking to capture any potential test subjects. As disgusting as that sounds.
What types of tests, pray do tell?
Often than not, they use those types of test subjects to see if they can be ingrained with more than one element. Like magicians, they can call on... well, not like magicians, but think of it like magicians. Magicians can call on lightning, fire, and all those things, but elemental genasi and the like the Daijin, usually form in only one section of elements. There are rare cases where sometimes they blend, but the study subject that the hunters mainly go in, hunters are usually hired out, but the main one they've been hired out to do is to get subjects and see if the elemental planes which the elements belong in can be ingrained into that body and stabilized. If it's not stabilized, the object or property or organism generally dies out, which is unfortunate. From what I can tell, they are trying to create something a little stronger, a little bit more blended in with one another. Perhaps, create a bridge between elementals, but at the exact same time, using forced labor. Again, sometimes you are given a choice, but the hunters do not give that choice.
Just kind of as he was talking, Dust's face will just start going pale a little bit. Just be like, Well, I hope the vast majority of my clan members that were taken manage to survive this.
With any luck, they have. Again, I'm afraid I do not have the direct connection to what you have going through. My apologies, by the way. But I can tell you that the hunters generally don't kill anyone. They do when they resist, but at this point in time, if you have already found bodies and haven't counted anyone else out, they are likely currently alive unless something else has transpired.
Dust, are you okay?
Talk about it later.
Okay.
Next question that I had for you. In our travels, we managed to obtain some information about the Sundering a little bit, and that these events have happened that are conspiring right now with mass chaos in some areas happened before, and because of that, screams and echoes are coming about. We have talked with at least one with one echo, and probably met a few screams as well. We'd like to potentially know any information that you could have. This is probably from ages past, very, very long time ago.
Well, Cause over another book, this time in Celestial. If you know Celestial, you do hear the name Delilah. Picks the
Yep,
book
I
up.
do know that.
Yeah, says the name Delilah, comes over. The other Kyle flies away. And then looking at it, he does state, let's see here. The Sundering is an event known as the Cataclysmic Event, or the Scraping, or various things in various other history or contexts. But it is astrological bodies getting so close, the planes themselves getting so close, that they scrape one another in a sense of, well... Have you ever had two spoons and, like, really shook them up next to each other? Something like that. But in that process, things begin to scrape off of the metallic plating, either the paint or the metal itself. When this transpires, various energies are released. If there are echoes and screams all about, it's possible that the planes that currently shifted are close to that of the other side variety, as if celestial bodies of heaven, hell, or somewhere in between. Potentially all of them. But this is likely why you're encountering more of these echoes and screams as you were. But I'm afraid that if you want to know more about those, that is more in the humanity section. 2 rooms to the right.
Thank you very much. We may go and talk with them about that.
Yes, of course.
Ada, did you find out your info that you wanted from here?
No, but I was going to let you go first if you had anything.
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't have anything here, I think.
Yes, I'm good at it. Ada, you can go. Then Dust will just kind of move to the back and
All right,
be a little quiet.
It is worried about him.
Nikolai's gonna put an arm around his shoulder and be like, "Bud, there's a tragedy in the world, but we're here and we know what we can do to solve
it." Jack's just giving you the moment. Looks towards the rest of the group. Yes. Now, anyone else?
Ada walks forward. How could I say this? I need to find a way to get into my mind. Or if you
Yes.
do that.
Psionics. You'd either want me or the professor to the south. Entirely up to you. But in this aspect, it is known as. Do you know of the ethereal plane?
No, I don't.
Okay. Bad
Yes.
topic. Oh, very good then. Well, it isn't applied to you, so I'm afraid we're going to go with a different subject. Do you know of the astral sea?
Also, no.
Sorta.
All right,
Well,
this
you need to
is
explain something
all
to
bad.
me.
All bad connections. All right then. What I can do is a ritual which will allow all of you to, well, depends on how many or who wants to go, become formless in a span of about an hour. You exit your body in a spiritual form, tethered to it by a silver thread. At that point in time, you can dive deep either into your mind or explore the astral sea. I wouldn't, do the latter. It's entirely up to you. Many spooky things. Well, I suppose it can be spooky things in your mind, too.
So, do we need to go inside your mind?
No, not mine.
Ada?
Well, then depends if you guys want to go.
Okay, Ada, can we? I don't understand fully. Have you told us everything? Why you're doing this?
No, not exactly. I honestly didn't think I would have to tell you.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, Jax.
Yes!
On a level of danger, if you go inside someone's mind, how likely is it that someone would die?
Very!
So like a 1 from a 10, like say like a 5 is like moderately death is probable, and a 10 is like 100%. What would you say?
Depends on the person, but most of the time, people don't like you to mess in their brains. So I'm thinking about an 8.2.
All right, good to know.
Sure! He says.
Ada, I think this is more for you to decide.
He really seems like a glass half full kind of guy, doesn't he?
Ada, this is your decision. We will join you in going into your mind if you so desire, if you wish to help.
I don't want you two to get hurt. I don't want any of you to get hurt, I'll be honest.
Hey, if I'm not there, then I think old Dust here is gonna get hurt, and I'm not gonna be there to save him. So
So you would rather stay with Dust?
If Dust comes with you, I'm going with him.
Dust, would you like to go?
I will go if you
Nice.
allow me to.
I'll allow you to. You're going to see things you do not want to see. And I'm warning you this now, before anything happens.
Well,
Valda state. I'm going to stay out here with Grok. Grok nods. Not that we don't want you to go, but you guys are going to be unconscious, and going to make sure your bodies, aren't randomly attacked by, like, I don't know, phantom bugs or whatever. How did you know about that?
Just phantom bugs here?
No, but we do have phantom bugs that sometimes attack the students.
why?
Why?
For what purpose?
I don't know.
They're just there? They just appeared out of nowhere?
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
You know, usually
That's
I
great.
feel like the worst thing in a library was like the fact that I'm not independent, or I'm not knowledgeable, but I feel like the last thing I'd be worried about is a book attacking me. But
it is incorporeal, so you won't be able to fight back.
Just in
good to
case
know.
anything
Yeah.
goes wrong in my mind, is there a way you could pull us out?
Yes.
Is there like a safe word or something?
Like a signal?
Yes. You would need to make one beforehand, but you would have to go with some sort of safe word. Either it's up to your choosing, but it can't be more than 10 letters.
Okay, I was just counting how many letters. I was going to say pineapple.
I was gonna say watermelon, but
Oh,
When you decide what it is, no matter what, if any one of you decides to say it, all of you will be pulled out.
good to know. All right.
Yes.
Chris, before we start the ritual, safe word. Say random word. Go.
watermelon.
Banana,
Watermelon it is.
Whoa!
lavender.
Yep.
We already went. We're good. We got watermelon. Is that 10 letters?
It's 10 letters exactly. I just looked it up.
Yeah. It
Oh,
is.
okay.
Jackson states. Very good. It is an hour to do this. Looking towards the students and the one tiefling boy that is here for, I guess, to go to hell. He then states, very good. If you'd like, since your companions here are making sure your bodies are, unhurt, you may take one of my students or the tiefling man here. Why are you bringing me into this? Because you're in the room. With you, if you'd like. My companion here looks towards the nice elven woman with like very nice clothes and like pointed ears. Blue, not sylvan hair, but blue hair with blue eyes. He does state. She is known as what are they? The ones with the beep boops and the bops. She then looks towards him. Professor, do you still not know what I do? No. You work with technology, creating like various things and knickknacks. I mean, you're not wrong there, but do you not remember the name of the thing I do? No, not really. Fair, I guess. She states.
What is the name of the thing that you do?
She just looks towards you. I am an artificer.
Oh,
have
that makes
alchemy?
the boops and the bops, I guess.
we, Nick, a few of us actually have a friend who is an artificer.
Met so many.
I think he was more of a. He liked being armor. He liked his little armor, and then he had shiny things that he wore, and I don't know. He was an interesting fellow.
All right, seems nice enough. She does state. Jill, by the way. Wow. I gotta stop making these beforehand. I clearly have a name scheme I work with. It's Jill because it's far enough away from Jax, but. Okay, thankfully he doesn't have a chain name. Looking towards you guys, the Tiefling man does state, not one of his students, but yeah, seems like fun. Want to tag? If you want me to tag along, I'm more than willing. The name's AJ, by the way. Pleasure.
What?
Love it. Random scenario question. What would you guys do with demons around?
Depends on the demon. My brother's a demon, so I wouldn't, outright attack him. Attacking me, though, I'd stab him.
Okay. Well, Nikolai is going to look at. I'm just going to look at Ada. Do you fully trust this person going into your mind?
Which one? There's 3.
There's 3. Jill, when you
AJ.
ask that question, Jill, when you ask that question, does
That was
state,
a message. That was a message directly to Ada.
yeah. But Ada still asked the question out loud. So when
Oh.
Jill heard that question, she does state, as long as they're attacking, we'd fight back. Otherwise, probably avoid them.
Okay, then. No.
And Connor looks towards you guys, and the last one in the room, with the nice onyx skin and the silver locks, does state, not that strong. Avoid them, honestly. Cleric by nature. Cleric in nature, technically. Cleric of nature. Guys.
Cleric. You're in nature, about nature, above nature, around nature. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Sure. Can't really
Well,
wield a sword.
how does this start? Jax, or I mean, Ada, do you have to do it, or what happens?
Well, it is a ritual where I will technically go to sleep, or I can put you to sleep. I do have this sleep spell, and then after an hour, your bodies will be incorporeal. Well, no, they still be there. Your souls will be able to leave your body, tethered by a silver string, and then you all converge into the mind of your friend here.
Alright, that's fascinating.
Okay. Dogma, out of game question. Okay, so for the fact that my body is in like separated from my soul is separated from my body, will that ping my debt or the debtor that
No,
I'm dead?
it won't.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
at a game, it won't. Did you do the silver string that tethers your soul and your body together? As long as that isn't cut, like this is at a game meta information, you
Yeah.
should be fine.
Okay. Cool.
You're not
And that doesn't affect any of the souls that are in the book. Those are trapped, right?
Yeah, those are separate. You
Okay.
basically go into the mind, or like you get out of your body and you like have copies of what you guys currently have on your person.
Okay.
But if you do expend them within the mindscape or technically the astral sea, those still get used up. So if you use up a potion, you use up a potion. If you use like a
Gotcha.
spell, you use a spell. It just you don't randomly shoot fireball in this
Oh,
room.
okay, so it's just
Gotcha. And
reality.
if you have a spell scroll, then the spell scroll gets used.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alright, got it. Alright, Ada's gonna look toward Nikolai and us. Any questions before we go in? No? Yes?
I mean, make sure you don't drink too much water before you go, I guess.
Is it
There's
just
no
going to be
water.
Is it just going to be the three of us that will be going in, or do you wish to bring someone else in?
I feel like just in case, let's just bring Connor along.
The healer.
Yes.
Right. Connor just looks towards you guys. All right. Honestly, you had nothing else to do today.
Well, that's good. Hopefully
Welcome
you don't
along.
die. Alright, sleep spell, let's go.
The professor.
Am I?
Go ahead.
So it might. So I still have my disadvantage right now.
Technically, yes, but also no. Once you go to sleep, you are technically resting, and it's been a day. So I'm going to say it washes out as soon as you hit the hay.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Okay. Jax state. Any last questions? No?
Nope.
All right.
Negatory.
Immediately cast the sleep spell. Doesn't work on any of you. Eventually, you guys go to sleep on your own for about 10 minutes soon after. Unfortunately, the casting he can do is not enough to bring anyone down. Oh no, wait.
Are you sure? Jax? I mean,
Really?
Connor's probably down.
No, not even him. Actually, I'm gonna roll.
Really?
I'm gonna roll.
Oh,
Upcast. Nope, not even him.
Oh my.
oh, okay. Just knock us out.
10 minutes after you guys go to sleep on your own, you do venture into a mindscape, and it's a mindscape, well, that has seen war.
Okay.
I'm gonna change. That.
Okay, this is kind of epic how you have it.
I'm just gonna stand up here so I feel like I'm at the right level.
All right. What would be good? Terrifying music. Danger to the Swamp? I think I've done this before.
Whoa.
As your minds go adrift and your bodies are still present, but your spirit begins to be drawn out, each one of you then phases into Ada. While you're still connected to your own primary bodies, your minds are now interlocked, and Ada's conscious mind is able to go into her subconscious mind. As soon as this happens, you go into a very vivid imagination of what you have seen before Ada. Looking around you do see and feel people panic, people furiously screaming, rushing around, and fighters on each side. You are currently with other people around you, but right now you're rushing towards the next person that is currently hurt. Ada, I want you to go ahead and roll a medicine check. You are able to stabilize a halfling about half your size, 3 feet, currently on the ground where one of his legs missing. You're able to stabilize that, make sure the wound is healed, and your assistant, Little John, looks towards you and goes, "All right, then we got this one covered. You think you got the next one." But then you realize that's not you, or at least that's not your current you. Looking around you, you do still see this memory about you currently in fighting these people that you have fought before. But right now, that is not the you that you are now. But you're still diving into your mindscape, still seeing the war playing. What do you guys do?
Oh, they're still with me. All right.
Looking around, you are able to see Nikolai, Dust, and Connor. Surprisingly enough, you forget that Connor's there. And then realize that all of you are more or less incorporeal. Due to the fact that you weren't there, or at least the others weren't there, they are more or less transparent. So you're just looking at memories right now. Is there anything you do, Ada?
Can I see if I can actually touch my former self?
All right. Currently, you're tending to a gnome as they currently have their hands bleeding, and you're trying to stabilize them. As you go over to touch your hands upon yourself, I want you to go ahead and roll insight.
That's always good. Oh.
You are able to technically touch your side, and as you grab onto the shoulder, you feel a sensation of ever-moving memories. You go over towards a very restful night. You go over towards just one survivor in the fights you've been fighting beforehand, just someone able to dredge themselves from all the death. You see the campfire at night that just gives you life back after such a long day. But you are able to grab onto yourself's shoulder.
Holy crap. This is wild. Alright. I didn't think this was going to happen.
All right. In the
Sorry.
distance... Wait, what?
I'm sorry, can I look towards the others? Can they see what I'm doing?
Yes.
Can I speak with them?
Yes.
Welcome to war! This is what I've been for past few years.
Why? Nikolai takes like a really, really deep breath.
In the distance, you do see like 3 machines with like barrels going to the sky, and someone shouts out in Orcish, "Release the cannons!" And immediately 3 fireballs just shoot into the sky and land near all of you as you are
Fireballs?
bathed in fire. Yeah, fireballs, like quite literally balls made of fire.
Oh, okay, not spells, just
No,
actual.
just
okay.
actual fireballs that work like fire. Ball, the spell. It hits the ground, and each of you are waved and breathed in fire. But luckily enough, none of you are physically present, so none of you get scathed. However, you do hear Ada just groaning in pain as her memory self is pushed back 30 feet behind her. Half of her body is singed, scarred heavily. You do see a nice. I'm gonna make sure I get that person's information correct. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, you don't have.
Oh, frick.
That's fine. What would you like them to be?
Sorry. I remember I put him as a half elf, but I don't remember any image I had of what he would look like.
That's right.
So
You do see someone rushing over, a nice half elf individual looking towards this individual. The memory of Ada does look up, and she does say, "Ronan, we have to make sure everyone else is safe." He does state, "Enough of that now, right? We need to make sure you're safe. If you don't survive, no one else does." He grabs onto Ada, currently half burnt, and drags her out. The war is still fighting, but this memory is something ingrained into your mind. And then things begin to warp and change as if the memory is lapsing on itself. And when it does finally change, you do see something else there. Something else standing after the flames of combat. Is there anything you do as a single individual stands alone, surrounded by the enemy?
I want to pull out my mace to see if I can. Just in case if they attack it, I try to go up and see who it is.
All right. As you rush over with the mace, grab in hand, and rush over towards this person, your memory flipped into another state of mind. And in case anyone remembers, yes, it's an image I've shown you before, but it fits. So, rushing over straight towards this person, you go and try to defend themselves, or try to defend them with your weapon. And looking behind you to see who they are, you can tell that this is you, or at least this is an image of you that you have not seen beforehand. The person themselves, instead of your natural eye color, is a burning red. Your natural blue hair goes into a more crimson scarlet. And then with a long sword in their sides, just dragging it downwards. The people surrounding this individual are frightful, and looking towards, well, I suppose, counter image of yourself. They do shout towards her. "Look, we don't know what you want. We thought we ended this already." And that mirror version of yourself does state, No, we didn't. Because you're still alive." And immediately rushes towards that individual that stated that, brings out their long sword and pivots their blades ever so that it slices that man's head clean off the shoulder. And she simply states, "Now then, let's truly end this war, shall we?" As she continues to fight these people surrounding her. What do you do? The rest have joined you in this memory. Connor, looking towards this, he does state, "Okay, I don't know what's going on, but if you don't want us to see something, you might need to try to focus in on a memory, or try to make your mind blank as possible."
Is this something that you did, or is this something that you didn't know that you were doing?
I never did this. I don't remember doing this at all. I wouldn't kill anyone.
Ada, I want you to go ahead and roll history.
I'll say that again. Sorry if my dogs are barking in back. If you hear that.
It's all good. History. Remembering your past, you dive into this memory. You don't remember this. You don't remember this being, or this being you. The red hair, the red eyes, that is not what you have. So trying to focus in on the history of what makes you you, you see the person in front of you shift and alter. You can tell that this is a memory you have, but it's not a memory that you alone have. as if some other thing is in your mind sharing it. It flickers on and off from a person that is you, but at the exact same time is, or this memory was not you.
Dust would like to do a history check to potentially link up these events, potentially.
All right.
19.
Looking at the information you have and looking at Ada themselves, you can tell that these movements, these types of fighting styles, are not like her. So when diving into the mind and trying to process it, you use your own talents to try to reshape it. And the individual in front of you begins to warp and change. This is not the war you were seeing beforehand, but this is a war altogether. You do see that the people in in trenches, in suits of armor and gold, turn and shift into demons and devils. The woman that is the mirror version of Ada is shifting into a form of shadow. You can't quite figure that person out just yet, but you can tell that she is not Ada, but is inhabiting Ada's body currently. As you are,
This is legitimately the Blood Wars.
In the background, you do hear a devil just shout out in a demonic language, which Dust, you know. If anyone else knows it, you know. You do hear them shouting out, "Look, I don't know what they're doing to you, but Asmodeus will hear about this!" And then the woman does state, "I don't care, because you see, I'm getting here and out of here one way or another. It doesn't have to be this way. But I do enjoy the fun." And jumps into the air and cuts off that demon's head. Nikolai, you were saying?
Ada? Are we just bystanding here, or is there anything that you want to do?
I want to kill me. Is that... Can I do that? Oh, frick, I could, actually. Wait. Can I try using my mace to hit the other me? My reflection?
Go ahead and roll attack.
Oh, I opened up the wrong link. There we go. Oh.
You grab your mace and chuck it towards this person. As maces often are not meant to. You just hit the right side of this person, not on them, but next to them. It hits the ground, and this person is moving back and forth, killing demons and devils here and about. She doesn't seem to be part of any side, but is messing with everyone else. She might have belonged to one side or another at one point in time, but is no longer. The form and vision you have of her is not defined enough because we're working with Dust's own memory to try to refine this. Since he doesn't have it, he can't really tell. At least this part. But when she stops for a quick second and about 30 people around her are dead, she looks down at the mace. You think. And then she picks it up. And then she tosses it over towards Ada. And she does state, "You dropped this." And then immediately your memory shatters into one street alone in the darkness.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna move everyone again. In the very end of the street, you do see someone else there. Well, not someone else there. You do see Ada there. Not clearly her, but the image you saw before, the one represented by Ada, or at least the one inhabiting her body. Looking around, you do see that she is there. No other person is around, and you do see that the streets are empty. Ada, you know this memory as a nice restful sleep, where for the longest time, for the last 3 days, No war, no fights, no one dying around you. It's honestly the best sleep you've ever had for the longest time. You enjoyed this night with, well, the person that you loved. But right now, this empty street is being used by this individual. At the very edges of each street, she does. It's not that far, but you're not close enough to, I don't know, slap her. She does state. Actually, this is more. Less war. More conversation. She does state. Now then, is there something you want to say?
You freaking killed innocent people.
Innocent, guilty. At the end of the day, they were all in my way.
God, why are you doing this to me?
Oh, you. So this is all about you. No. No, dear sweet girl. This is all about me and what I want. It has nothing to do with you. I have no malice towards you.
What do you want? Don't call me girl. I'm very much a woman.
Sure. We can go with that. Well, miss, your attitudes, your thought patterns, they were all nice enough to get to the place I needed. The destination I needed to work with. Everything else, well, I needed followers. I needed to make sure I had people to back me up when I got here. And what better way to open a portal of the mind, but with fear and terror? And what better way to find that than the battlefield? So if you want to know why I'm here, or what is it that I desire, well, I already have it. Unfortunately, though, someone has put me to sleep for a very, very long time. Which means that the people that I did bring here with me are scattered in the wind. For now. But once I take control and, awaken fully, instead of being stuck in your mind, I'll reclaim that soon enough.
What is this scattered of the wind?
It's a metaphor. It means they're not right here at the moment in time.
God, I really want to kill you right now.
Can I try to understand what she meant by that?
Sure.
I don't
thought
know
it was easy. Insight?
Yeah.
Dust
Yeah,
knows perfectly what that is.
I feel like I might, but I'm curious
Yeah,
more
that's
so.
fair. That's fair.
You're just adding like a bit more suspense.
No, I don't even know. I have no idea.
It might mean that the way she's speaking, there are others around here, but they're not currently here.
Oh, okay.
Take that as you will. That being said, though, she does state. Now then, why did you come here? Enjoying my memories and yours. She looks towards the window that you, Ada, are currently at with, I think currently still your betrothed. Are you enjoying or looking at fond memories? And then looks back towards you.
Honestly, the reason here, I was going to kill you. Now I have a good reason why. I was very much thinking about it for a while.
I mean, it was a very fun night for you, I'm sure.
You killed people.
I still kill people.
What do they trapped you for a reason. They put you to sleep for a reason. I'm guessing for this.
Potentially. Did you ever ask? Did they ever tell you?
Of course, friggin' not. They never say anything. They're the alchemists, for Pete's sake.
I'll tell you this much, though. What's known as neither a demon or a devil, technically. While I am demonic, drawing my source, or at least at the beginning, from demons, I no longer am part of either side. I fall between the gray, much like hags. But unlike hags, I wanted to do things my way rather than working in the system. So I formed a few people parties here and there. Well, not people. They were demons and devils. And decided to work alongside a third branch. My branch. And I wanted to work outside of, hell. And your lot was more than willing to oblige me, so long as they won the fight in the end, as they put it.
It's gonna cast Sacred Flame on her. On the other version.
Okay. Interesting.
Pa! Immediate second flame bursts into the area and it hits her. You can tell that it is burning her and she's taking like a champ. It did definitely hurt her, but looking towards you, you can tell that it's also mirroring on your side. Go ahead and take 4 points of radiant damage. If you can reduce that, you're more than welcome to.
Nope. Alright.
Sorry, I can't reduce radiant damage.
Is that initiating anything, or is she not? Is she not trying to attack us back?
It just hit her in the face, and she's not fighting back. She did wince a little bit, but it's not enough for. She's clearly antagonizing you, but she's not drawing. Well, technically her blade is out because she was just fighting, but she's not drawing it up to prepare to attack.
Okay.
Keep that up, and your body will finish dying.
What?
Ada,
What?
Do you need help with this?
Yes. Yes, obviously.
But Ada, it seems like there's more to this than just killing her. By killing her, you're also killing yourself.
Well, I'd rather do that than get other people hurt.
Oh, that is more than fair. Although the first time I came about, you weren't given a choice. And now, I am more or less what's keeping you alive.
What do you mean by that? Can you just stop talking in riddle or whatever you try and do intimidation?
Oh, this is intimidation. This is just me and you talking.
This isn't really talking.
Is it not?
As they're kind of going back and forth, I'm gonna send a message. I don't know if Doppelganger Ada can hear my message or not, but I'm gonna send a message to Connor and say, Connor, whenever Ada takes damage, try to heal her as much as possible.
This is all said out loud. Nikolai, you're not speaking it, but this is all said out loud.
Damn it! Connor, whenever Ada takes damage, heal her.
Right. Immediately looks towards Ada and begins to cast his spell. It does suspend 2d8. Ada, you re-heal 9 points of health back. All right. And then looking towards you, I'm going to say copy. The copy looks towards you, Nikolai, and does state, I mean, that's fair. Totally fair. The only problem is you try to speak with your mind inside of someone else's mind that has control over your mind currently. So obviously be said out loud.
You're really annoying, and I
Thank
would
you.
know.
I know. Aren't I a
Yeah,
scamp? And looks down at herself. And honestly, very attractive. Although I prefer my former self far better. But, this is still a 9, but I myself was a 10.
Ada feels very offended by that.
Gosh.
More than fair. The copy then states, "So, anything else? Or would you like to actually fight? Because I'm more than willing to. But either way, I will tell you this. If I go," points towards Ada, "she goes too. But at least she goes knowing she did a very, very not selfish thing."
Oh, thanks. That really helps me.
I don't know how to take that.
Ada,
Hey, just say the word, and I'll do what I can.
God, why? She looked
Ada.
at the copy version stuff. Why can't you just leave me alone? There's like other people. There's more than just me.
Very true. So then let's go with this then. I have a proposal. You don't want me here, obviously that's true. Find me another vessel. Convince
kidding.
them to take me in. Because it does require consent. But it can be tricked, as you were, long ago. So find me a vessel, and I'll more than be willing to jump, hip, and a scop over to the other side.
Ada, that's a trick. You don't want this thing to be in someone else, as it's going to
Yeah,
torment them as much as it's going to torment you.
Yep.
Maybe. We can always find someone, I don't know, what you would consider evil, and then try to kill us both. 2 birds with 1 stone, I say.
God, that would just make things worse.
Ada,
Yes.
even though you want to deal with this situation of yours as quickly as possible, I say we take our time.
What do you mean? We can just, and they're here, and they're now.
We could end this now, I would think.
Oh, you could. You very much could.
Yes,
Right
there's
now, I
more
believe
to the
Park feels-
situation than what we know.
So you
I think this requires more of an intellectual understanding. Wink, wink.
Connor
Can
just
we
looks
get
towards
into-
you. I don't know what that means.
Can I hear?
Yeah,
Can I
but-
get insight?
Maybe roll something to see how this needs to be solved.
All right, I'm just gonna roll an insight check.
All right.
My God, why is this happening?
I'll give you a
All right.
various amount of things you can do. Because 6 isn't that bad, it's just no clear information is given. From what you can tell, the copy of you is there for a reason. When she mentioned, as long as your side won, likely means that this was done to you, when you were still fighting in war times. And when she mentioned, find me another vessel, I'm sure someone is willing to take me in, so long as you convince them or trick them into it. And based off of this information, Ada, this is a viable option. If you want to get rid of her, you can definitely find someone else to do so. In fact, probably AJ, the demon, technically tiefling, outside of your body, maybe? You're not entirely sure. He doesn't seem evil. He does have like a demon brother, but that's it. And demons not necessarily are evil. They are whatever they want to be. But outside of that, you could also potentially go to your old war buddies or your old commander and speak with them, getting more information on what exactly happened to you when you were fighting. Because all your memories there are not fully intact, as you're well aware. That being said, though, you can also just end it now and bring her down. If what she's saying is true, and this would also kill you, at least you get rid of this person, but at the exact same time, if you do, others might be able to resuscitate you. You're not sure if she'll come back at that point in time, but it's still a possibility. A third thing is finding a specialist to remove her from you. Someone of clerical nature or someone with a more divine sense to things. Since she is susceptible to radiant damage, maybe someone of the cloth, a paladin, or someone that knows those type of things. And other things that could happen. But those are the things that come to mind right now. Since she's only partially awoken, she is currently in a weaker state than the whole killing dozens of people without breaking a sweat. So it's a viable option currently to bring her down.
Ada sighs. I hate this. Dude, she's gonna yell to the mine, watermelon!
And immediately are taken now. Everyone is. Oops, I was about to bring you to the castle, which you are not. Back at the library, you do see, like, AJ, Bill, Grok, and the rest, including Jax and Vol, are fighting phantom books, and when you all wake up. Because honestly, that's what would have happened if some of you didn't go with her. But thankfully enough people here that it was fine. Looking at this, they finish off the last phantom book, and Jax does look towards you. Now then, welcome back.
It doesn't reply. She's gonna leave the room. She's frustrated.
Leave the room.
Okay.
I will go up to Jax and be like, thank you again for this, and this has been very enlightening
I suppose.
for a few of us, and has helped us out greatly. Then Dust will quickly follow Ada.
I appreciate your help. Actually, it was very nice. That's a real beard, right? You have a full beard. That's real, right?
Oh, cosmetic. Removes it. I get it burnt off rather every other week.
I thought you were Dwarven in heritage. Okay. Oh, okay.
No, just a very hairy halfling.
Good to know. And then Nikolai leaves the room.
Ada's currently, can you break the pot that's in front of her?
Yeah. Break the pot in front of you. The high elf that's currently looking at his books just looks up at you, shakes his head, and casts mending to repair it. Grok just states, I don't know what happened, but do you want to talk about it?
Honestly, you know what? Yeah, let's talk about it. I have a demon inside me. Surprise! Yay! It's fun. Great. Somehow, I don't know how I got it. It's stuck in me. It's trying to control me. Apparently, it killed a lot of people. I was gonna just go into the mine and try to defeat it, you know? But apparently I can't because it will kill me too.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we could have tried to.
I know we could
Help.
have.
I guess could have is not a bad thing to say.
At this moment, when Ada is going off, Gus will just come up and give her the biggest hug.
He's gonna
Ada.
push it away.
Huh?
Don't touch me. She's gonna push away.
Impossible to break.